This is Maginoni, and here's my reviews for Ultimate Death of Spider-Man, Avengers vs. New Ultimates number 3, New Avengers number 11, and Spider-Man 658. I'm going to do Spider-Man 658 first. I'm really not happy with this. I'm just not happy from start to finish. I mean, it started off with some interesting things at the beginning. I'll give it that much. You know, you have Peter and his girlfriend, who looks like a 12-year-old, and you know, they're trying to get romantic, and then all of a sudden the signal flare appears, so now Peter's got to go. Luckily for him, he doesn't have to make an excuse because his girlfriend gets called away. Charlie gets called away. Now, this is the thing that is really stupid. Okay, he's a superhero on his own. He's in the Avengers, and he's in the the Future Foundation. Now, you would think, with those types of obligations, he'd be a very busy person. Well, Peter decided to keep his costume not in his apartment, where she could probably hide. He puts it inside work. So that means, if the Fantastic Four, let's say, were being attacked, he would have to go from home to work, get his costume, and then go to the Fantastic Four building, or the Baxter building. If it's the same thing with the Avengers, you know, there could be some alien invader from another dimension, and then, you know, Ultron could be appearing, but Peter's got to go to work and then to fight. Now, maybe it's my bad because I don't realize Peter's apartment's here and the work is here, and both are on the same street, the same distance, so, you know, Baxter Building and the Avengers Mansion. So this way, he's already going in that direction. But regardless, I think that's rather stupid. He should have kept costumes in both locations. Because what's happening? The Fantastic Four are waiting for him. And he arrives in a really stupid costume. And even then, Sue says that's insensitive. Yeah, it's insensitive and it's stupid. Because, one, he's been given a new costume. So why does he show up with a stupid 4 on it when they're no longer the Fantastic Four? They are the Future Foundation. That was so stupid. And, you know, it's like somebody didn't read, you know, is what it looked like. Somebody didn't read the script. And so, obviously, he gets chastised, and then, here's your uniform, Peter. And now he's complaining I look like the anti-Venom. Oh, man, just please, put on the damn costume, take your paycheck and leave, you know? So, he's going off on this thing, and he calls his girlfriend also to say that he's going out of town for business, and ultimately it backfires on him because, you know, she checks up on him. Now, also the other problem I have with this book is the fact that there's the Psycho Man in here. Now, I don't mind the Psycho Man's in here, but it's the fact that he's like, aha, because of Richard's mistake that he went back home, I was able to get the frequency to get to that dimension and cause terror. Psycho Man has been coming back and forth throughout the Marvel Universe, history of the Marvel Universe, you know, for years. And it's like, what, he suddenly forgot the address to get there? Oh, please. This was such a disappointment. And, you know, Big Time was, you know what, I want Big Time back. I don't want crappy Spider-Man. I want Big Time. So anyways, there's that review. It doesn't get any better, because the Avengers, basically I look at it this way, Avengers is half good, half toilet paper. The good stuff is the current stuff. This part was awesome with, you know, Mockingbird being hauled into the hospital. Nobody knows who she is. They're questioning why is she even in this group because she doesn't even have superpowers. And then you get the toilet paper where you have Nick Fury in the past forming the Avengers. Now, personally, I think it's an insult to the Avengers that you have Kraven the Hunter, and you also have Sabretooth. It's a tarnish to the name to have those two villains in this organization and call them Avengers. And this goofy look of Nick Fury is ridiculous. Now, I know people love Chaykin, and I know people are going to praise this book saying, I wish I had Chaykin 24/7, and I wish Chaykin would tattoo my naked body. But let me tell you this, his art sucks. Sucks. There's a time and a place for Chaykin, and this does not belong in my new Avengers book. Now, the other part that sucks, look at this. Is that a face of an Avenger? No. That is the face of, I just stole Girl Scout cookies and raped a Boy Scout. That's that expression. I hate this. You don't understand the hate that I have. It just makes me want to I just want to rip this book into 1,000 different pieces. The rage I feel. Then it gets, oh, this is the cool part. You know, we get, oh, there's the hammer part. I like how the ex-hammer guy's mouthing off, and Luke Cage just decks him and says, you know, quiet, grown-ups talking. Awesome stuff. This whole thing here is great. You know, the way Miss Marvel looks at how they got totally owned. Amazing stuff. Then we get back to crap again. Utter nonsensical crap. I mean, look at this. They're after the Red Skull. Hello, what about Captain America? You know, why do you need Sabretooth and all these guys? And a whale? This is Germany. You know, I'm sorry, no, not sorry. That's right, take that back. I'm sorry, they're in Sweden. My bad, I forgot. Because Red Skull, I was thinking it was Germany for a second. But still, it's a freaking whale. Who sends a whale? How are they going to get this whale back? Do you know what happens to water? You know, when it hits the ground here. You know, it doesn't fill up. You know, it flattens out because there's no surface air. There's no walls. There's no container to hold the water. You've just killed the whale. Thank you, Namorata. You killed the whale. Then we go back to the present again, and you get a nice little thing about, you know, Victoria Hand's going, they're going to blame me. You know, I'm not a traitor. This is how things went down. Hawkeye learns what's going on. Awesome stuff again. And then finally we get to more crap again. And then, oh, here's a spoiler, people. There's a surprise at the end. Oh, then there's Captain America. Captain America knew about the fucking Avengers and it's stupid. Oh, horrible book. Tarnished. Tarnished the Avengers name. Then we get The Ultimate Death of Spider-Man. New Avengers versus Ultimates. It's a decent setup again. You know, it's like, you know, Thor, you know, there's a lot of who's at fault here. It's everything, you know, Thor, Tony Stark, they're all being set up. You know, Tony's acting like the spoiled rich kid. You know, there's a nurse. He's like, are you a real nurse or are you a model? And, you know, models make me happy. And she's like, well, no, I'm a model here. And then, you know, she makes a comment about his brain tumor, and he mentions I bought the hospital to take care of that, and I know something bad's happening. There's some more detective work here, and I like the fact that they're using the international heroes here, you know, Captain Britain and people. Then you have Nick Fury coming in, and he kidnaps Carol, and there's going to be a spoiler at the end here, because I need to talk about what happens in this book. So, you have here, you know, oh, before I even go to that, this is stupid right here. The fact that you have Daredevil, Moon Knight, and Punisher, and then you can't relaunch each one of these titles on its own strength. You have to call it the big shots. No, I'm sorry, Moon Knight is not a big shot. Moon Knight is a grade C-level character that they keep trying to promote to A-level, and he keeps getting knocked back down. He'll go down to a B-level status, and then he'll go back down to C again. You know, then you have Daredevil, who was an A-plus character, and they slowly butchered him down to, you know, they butchered him down to nothing. You know, he's not even a D-level character right now. So, and then the Punisher, he works in Max. He doesn't work in Marvel U proper. So I don't know. This is nonsense. So, anyways, the fight is decent. You know, the fight between everybody here is decent. People get taken out, and you know the Nick Fury squad is actually doing a fantastic job. But you know they know their limits, and their limit is Thor. Now the thing is here, the thing that really pisses me off the most is it's, you know, as soon as you get Nick Fury involved, and then you know Cap is taking him out, he's like, Nick Fury's like, Cap, no wait, you don't understand. Let me talk. I'm being set up. And it's really Carol. And I'm like, okay, bottom line is this. I don't care, you know, what Nick Fury is doing. I don't care everything else that led up to it. I've read enough comic books to understand that swerve. It's so overused, and it's a pathetic excuse of, I don't really know what to write, so, instead of just maybe making Fury a totally evil, corrupt person, and I'm going to run with that, they just toss us stuff. You don't understand, Cap. I'm really innocent. It's Carol. You know what? I don't care. When I read that, I don't care if Nick Fury was guilty or innocent. It just touched a nerve on me that I just honestly, I wish he did. I wish Cap would just kill him, and that way it'd put us out of our misery, and we wouldn't have to see any more Ultimate Nick Fury. But anyways, the part that I have trouble here is with this. Pretty much all of Nick's team is occupied, right? So the Punisher is the only thing standing between getting Nick Fury out of there and then the arrival of Thor. So what does Punisher do? He does something kind of admirable. He's going to cripple Cap. Not at least shoot him in the head. He's going to cripple him. And now, if you notice, he takes a shot. SpiderMan arrives and leaves. Now I don't know how many people out there understand how fast a bullet will travel, especially when you're dealing with the Punisher and the quality of arms the Punisher has. So let's put this into perspective here. Punisher shoots. SpiderMan is around where the Punisher is, way up in the sky. As you can see, he's on a bridge. Just in case you forgot, he is on a bridge, so there's a huge distance, right? Spider-Man leaps, and the bullet finally crosses this path when Spider-Man hits Cap. Now, that has got to be two things that are going on here. One, Spider-Man has developed Flash-like speed, and he can travel faster than the bullet over a great distance. As you can see, this isn't like a couple inches. This is a significant amount of distance to the ground. Or two, the Punisher used the wrong bullet, and the bullet actually travels at a very slow rate of speed. I think it's a special type of bullet that maybe confuses the superhero, because like Cap would hear the gun, fire, and he would be like dodging and looking around, going, "Hey, wait a second! I don't see a bullet. The bullet. I don't know. It's not here any longer." And he would get up and go walk back to where Nick Fury is, and then get shot because the bullet is traveling at such a slow rate of speed. It's one of those two situations. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure also if there's a physicist out there who knows geometry and physics, I bet you we can also determine the path of this bullet is also bullshit. So that's my problem with this issue. Otherwise, it's great. The ending, when I was in the comic shop, I went to this page and I said, "Holy shit, that's awesome!" And then I went back, and then I read it, and then logic kicked in, and I said, "That's ridiculous. That would be impossible to make happen. It's impossible." And I really hate to say this, but that one bit of couple pages, completely ruined this entire story for me now, because I can't get over how Spider-Man traveled faster than a bullet. Now, if Spider-Man maybe got hit here, and then his limp body fell, I'd say, okay, maybe, possible, doubtful, but I would give it to him. But as it stands now, it clearly looks like it's an impossibility for that to have happened, and it's a shame, total shame. So, anyways, that's my review of these three titles. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think, and I'll put more stuff up later.